Good day, everyone, especially to our beloved and kind instructor, Ma'am Karen C. Javier. Ma'am, good day. So, by the way, welcome to Pack 3 Ethics and Accountability in the Public Service. So, we are the Group 5 and the Presenter 5. So, today, together with my group mates, we will begin discussing to you the related issues on government organizations in terms of decision making and its recommendation. So without further ado, let's start. Effective decision making is one of the foundation of good governance. It ensures that the government organizations make decisions that serves the public. In terms of decision making, gina-ensure sa government ang mga yangungu or mga tingog sa katawhan in which that it will help or address the need of the citizen to provide an inclusivity and fairness to each an individual. Ensuring nga masustain nila ang kakulangon or panginahanglanon sa usa ka community. Effective decision making also plays an important role in the government in which that it provides public trust, accountability, fairness and justice, and integrity to the public. However, on executing or implementing this decision making, the government faces different issues or the challenges. First, we have the conflict of interest. It is one of the issues that have been faced by the government decision making in which nga mas ginaprayo sa usa ka opisyal sa government ang iyang kaugalingong interest to have its own benefit instead of ensuring or doing first the need of the organization. In this matter, it can cause erosion of public trust or kanang pagkawala sa pagsalig sa katawhan in that particular organization. So like for example, a city councilor owns a construction company that bids on the city projects. In this case, this can create a conflict of interest because as the councilor of that particular city, pwede niya nga i-favor ang usa ka bidding projects sa iyang own company over sa uban na company. So in that, it can cause a conflict of interest. So my fellow reporters will continue to discuss the related issues on the government organizations in terms of decision making and its recommendation.
So good day everyone. My topic is nepotism and favoritism. So these two are both forms of biases. So sa wala pa nakabalo, nepotism is for example naay um, naay hiring and duha mo ang isa qualified siya kay nasa ihatanan ang skills, ability, and everything nga ilang gibutang sa ilahang hiring. And ikaw, family ka, na may connection sa anang organization. And then, ended up, mas nakuha pa ka kaysa sa katong nanaunta sa iyahang tanan. Kay muna ang pag-work sa nepotism, mas ginapili ang family connection kaysa sa naanatanan ang qualifications. So, ang favoritism is how you show interest or imong the way you feel ana nga person. So, imong pag-treat sa iyaha is para sobra-sobra na din ang uban kay gaka-feel na nila nga hala something wrong gyud kanang kung sa iyahay ngana kanang gaka-unfair na ang treatment sa tanan kay imong atensyonan na ana nga person.
The topic is bribery and corruption. Accepting gifts or payments in exchange for a favorable decision, undermining the integrity of the government system. So, Bribery and corruption happen when someone offers money, gifts, or favors to get special treatment or unfair advantage. This harms the government because it leads to dishonesty and unfair decisions. So, ang may example ani is naisa ka negosyante nga gusto magkuha og business permit sa munisipyo. So, aron mapadali ang iyahang pag-process sa pagkuha, naghatag siya og kwarta o regalo sa isa ka official dito sa munisipyo aron mapadali lugar. So, bribery siya kay ang negosyante naghatag og suhol aron madawat og favor nga decision. And ang corruption, ang official ni dawat siya og kwarta.
Good day, I am Mary Ann Cabulto. So my topic is lack of transparency. Failing to disclose information about decision-making processes, budgets, and policies, leading to suspension and distrust. In public administration, transparency refers to the openness and accountability of government institutions and officials in their decision-making process, actions, and management of public resources. There are principles of transparency in public administration. First is accessibility. Public information should be easily accessible to citizens. Second, clarity. Public information should be clear, concise, and understandable. Third is timeliness. Public information should be provided in a timely manner. Fourth, accuracy. Public information should be accurate and reliable. Last is completeness. Public information should be comprehensive and complete.
Good morning, ma'am. So, my topic is all about political pressure. When government official feels pressured to make decisions based on political considerations rather than ethical principles. So, my example of this political pressure, ma'am, is making promises to get more votes. When a government leader promises free services or benefits to a certain group of people, even though the government does not have enough funds, they do this just to win votes in the next election. But in the long run, the community suffers because there isn't enough money to keep the promise. So that is my example of political pressure, ma'am. So that's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. My topic is all about inadequate ethical guidelines. Absence of clear and enforceable ethical codes or standards for government employees, leading to confusion and potential misconduct. So it means ang mga trabaho kay wala ethical guidelines, meaning wala sila sakto na batas or standards na ginasunod. For example, ang bribery o ang favoritism. Kaning isa ka employee sa government nga gatrabaho o ginahatagan siya og kwarta sa usa ka mayaman or dato nga proseso o papel sa munisipyo. Instead na mo unahon niya itong nasa sakto nga linya mo ginauna niya ang mayaman kay ginahatagan man siya og kwarta.
Good morning, ma'am. My topic is personal bias. Ang personal bias, ma'am, is manager tapos nangita kay technician. Ang nag-apply kay duha ka tao, ang nag-apply kay babae o lalaki. Pero sila duha pareha ilang skills o experience. Pero tungod kay nagtuo ang manager nga mas maayo ang lalaki og skills og knowledge sa trabaho, pero mas gipili sa manager kay ang lalaki. Maraton, ma'am, and thank you.
Public perception. The impact of a decision on the public trust and perception of the government ethical conduct. Recommendation. conflict of interest, independent review, bribery and corruption, enact and enforce robust anti-corruption laws, favoritism and nepotism, lack of transparency, conduct regular audits, citizen participation. Other recommendation, political pressure, civil society engagement, public education, personal gain motivation, transparency and accountability, public disclosure, unclear ethical guidance, develop clear ethical codes, ethics trainings, public perception, regular update, accessible information, citizens feedback mechanisms.
Conflict of interest and independent review. A conflict of interest occurs when an individual's professional responsibilities are compromised by personal gain, relationship, or outside influences. In independent reviews, this can take various forms. Personal interest conflicts. A reviewer has a personal relationship, family, friends, or enmity with the subject of review is financial conflicts. The reviewer stands to gain or lose financially based on the review's outcome. Political conflicts. Bias due to political affiliations or pressure from policymakers. Revolving door issues. Former government official taking reviews position that influence their past agencies or industry. When these conflicts exist, independent reviews lose credibility, leading to biased decision-making, lack of fairness, and potential corruption.
Good evening, ma'am. My topic is all about bravery and corruption, lack of transparency, conduct regular audit, and citizen participation. An example of bravery and corruption is the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act in United States penalized companies for bribing foreign officials. My example of lack of transparency is the Right Information Act. India allows citizens to request information from public authorities to ensure accountability. Conduct regular audit is, my example is a government agencies conduct annual financial audits to ensure transparency in public spending. The last one is citizen participation. My example is a local council hold town hall meetings where residents can voice concerns and propose solutions.
So in conclusion, lisod kaayo i-maintain ang public trust once nahimo na nimo nga butang. So better nga kabalo ka sa mga ethical decision making sa government para makapromote pud ka og accountability, na kung unsa ang imong nga buhat makabalo ka, unsa imong nga buhat kabalo ka, unsa imong ma-response sa imong community, and fairness para balance, para imong pag-treat sa mga citizen is parihara, walay maglabaw, and integrity ultimately leading to better outcomes for citizen. So better nga kabalo jud ka, di ba? Dapat kabalo jud ka kay para tsada ang kaugmaon ug ang imong relationship sa mga citizen or sa imong community. Thank you.